You other queens need to move over.
Cause this is the Tijuana takeover.
Tijuana takeover. Mwah.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the Tijuana takeover. I am Tijuana and yes, it is a surprise. Timothy is back as my co-pilot today on today's
Well, I
recap.
think you just had to have me.
In honor of today's special episode, which featured
Flight attendants.
flight attendants. I had to have my flight attendant boyfriend join me
The
again.
professional. Let's just dive right in.
Okay, so this week's episode was named Glamazonian Airways. Yes, it did have some fabulous flight attendant flavor.
Oh, yes.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so overall,
What do we think?
Overall,
what did
what
I
did you
think? I loved the episode. It was so much better than the first one. I didn't even think that they could top the first one, but it was so much better.
oh, it was great. It was colorful. It was vibrant. There was drama.
Drama, drama, drama.
It's what RuPaul's Drag Race is supposed to be.
And we got to see who the queens are at the top and who are at the bottom. We're already
Yes.
panning out.
We can kind of already separate the weaker ones.
But the ones that are already ready to go.
Yeah. So we get into the workroom and it starts off with Violet already dissing on Michelle Visage and what she said to her in the previous episode.
Okay, but I have to kind of agree with Violet. Even though she's kind of dramatic, Michelle was, I don't know, like I'm for Naked Violet. She looked good. Her tuck was tight. She looked good. Half
Yes, but you know what?
non-boobylicious.
It's Michelle. Everyone's gonna have to eventually be in the wrath of her. And anything else stood out to you in the first part of the episode? We did get to see a lot more drama start to brew.
So we saw Pearl and Sasha
Bell
have a little drama moment.
Apparently,
Sasha called out
Pearl on the runway last episode, and Pearl just wasn't feeling it. I mean, she's the only person who called Pearl's name, and honestly,
And everyone else called Sasha's name. There you go.
So the mini challenge this week was
Oh.
a leaf blowing.
They're blowing the pit crew.
No, the pit crew was blowing them.
Oh, yes.
Get it right. With legit leaf blowers.
Oh, and we had a little feature by
Moby.
Moby. And mind you, they only had 15 minutes to get into face. So we saw which queens could pull it off and which queens look a hot mess.
Yeah, luckily it was okay to look a hot mess in this
Ginger,
challenge.
look, she looked good.
She looked great.
She looked like she doesn't drag in 15 minutes. I am impressed. And then we had Miss Fame, who was like, "Well, what happened to her?" So it must take her a really long time to get ready.
Yeah. And Trixie and Ginger Minge were actually the winners.
So Ru split them up for the next part of the challenge and had them choose their teams.
Oh, we love these sort of challenges where it's the first time they've been split up, and it's kind of like that dodgeball thing in high school.
Oh, who's picked first and who's picked last? I was always picked first.
I was picked last.
Well, you're making up for it now.
So basically, everyone who was on Ginger Minge's team was just not white, skinny.
And has that arrogant demeanor to them.
Okay. And then on Trixie's team, we had Pearl, Fame,
Or as
Violet.
Ginger says it, the Aryan Airways.
The Aryan
which
Air-
I
What
can
is that?
completely agree. She's talking about like Aryan Nation, like Germany, like the Aryan people are all blue dye, blonde hair, like white people.
Okay, so the girls have been split up evenly, and they get their scripts, and it says that they are going to do a spoken word / lip sync.
Safety demonstration.
Yes, I bet you know all about the safety.
It's part of my job on the daily, and at the airline I work at, we still give a safety demonstration
But
every
you know
day.
what?
Spoken word.
Can I just say, if I was a passenger on an airline and I had received that spoken word performance, bitch, I would be the best damn customer you've ever
They were
seen.
giving you Virgin America on meth. Ma'am, we're landing shortly. I think I'm gonna need you to bring your seat back or tray table to the upper headlock position, and I need you to stow your carry-ons, and ma'am, you need to be off your cell phone at this time.
First of all, sir, who's driving our plane if you're telling me what to do?
Oh!
The songs are just so great and catchy.
A little scat, a little R&B, a little rap, a little pop.
So there was actually a little part for everyone,
And they had to divide it amongst themselves or get assigned as Ginger's team did.
Some people were not happy though of what part they got. Like Sasha Belle didn't like that. She wanted the scat in first place, but Katya ended up with it.
And on the other team, Violet was just giving trouble.
Violet, she...
For 22 years old, I get it, but she needs to tone it down a little because the way that they edited it, everything she had to say something else to. She had to always comment, which is enough. Yeah. This is a team environment. Everybody was getting annoyed of her.
Yeah, you don't want to make enemies that early, but it may be too late for her.
We saw Miss Fame have a little trouble for the first time.
Yeah, this is where we get to see the performance question mark aspect of Miss Fame. Oh. Honestly, sometimes it is hard to dance in heels, even if it is just a mini little booty shake.
But she had no rhythm. Like the choreographer Jamal, whatever, something. He says she had no rhythm.
Yes, so Katya had trouble with the monologue during rehearsal. I mean, it was pretty long.
She did have a main part and it just didn't work out. She didn't have it memorized.
But you know what? If you are given a main part, then say what Sasha Belle ended up with. You better sell the fuck out of it because, bitch, you are the first thing they're gonna see, and this could either put you in the top or the bottom. Oh! We have to point out, there was like a mini little scuffle between Violet and Pearl during rehearsals. How Violet was telling Pearl to like make the seatbelt a little tighter, and Pearl did not like that a bit.
She was like, don't tell me what to do. And then we move into the workroom and we see all the other queens kind of team up with Miss Fame, calling her out about her like non-performance factor.
Yeah, Jasmine is basically arguing that if you are a drag queen, performance is like the #1 factor into making a good drag queen. But then Miss Fame came back with an argument saying like, basically, you know, performing in a nightclub for the rest of my life is not what I want to do.
And Jasmine said, okay girl, then you're in the wrong competition. And all the other queens were like, yes ma'am. Because as we know, if you win RuPaul's Drag Race, or even if you're on the show, you end up touring the country in every gay club, and we live to see them. So I don't know what she's gonna do. Is she gonna just show up and walk around and look pretty?
Well, Bianca is like a different type of queen.
But she still entertains. Her stick is a comedy act, and I saw Bianca and she will kill it.
It's getting hot in here. Moving on.
Okay.
Moving on. Okay, so let's jump right into the overall presentation of the two teams.
And overall, I did like Ginger Minj's team.
It was just more
pizzazz,
enthusiasm.
But I almost feel like they had a better number to begin with.
No, I like the first song better.
Oh, I like the second song. It had more flavor.
Oh, you're all about the flavor today.
Yes, flavorful. We had some special guest judges.
We did. Where was Ross Matthews?
I don't know, he got replaced by Miss Jordan Sparks.
Great replacement, by the way.
And Olivia Newton-John.
She's always there. It's always good to see some
Grease.
Old grease. The final runway was kind of in lieu with the theme of the overall episode, which I love, and it was Jet Set Extravaganza. I would have loved to do this challenge. It's very like...
Me too.
Head to toe, your best, sexiest, just airport realness outfit, you know?
And it's fun to see how all the girls interpret what the theme is.
Girl, it was like from what the heck were you thinking to
spot on. Oh, let's go over all of them.
Oh, individually?
Quickie. Yeah, quickie.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Trixie. Loved her. She was giving you future Barbie, flight attendant.
She had like a mini solar system in her head.
She stayed true to herself and gave you like latex, spandex.
Next.
Katya.
Katya was wearing like this floral...
flower 70s vibe.
Girl, it was like
flight
wallpaper.
attendant.
Wallpaper.
What's my favorite? Max. She was a diva.
Where was she this episode? But yes, she did look on point. Very like French Riviera, if that's a thing.
Pearl. Oh, same old lace. I think she played it kind of safe. Violet.
It gave me a little bit of Shania Twain, that don't impress me much.
Weird.
Peg Bundy.
Miss Fame. Boring.
Miss Fame.
Safe.
It was safe.
She looked pretty, but it's just too safe for this kind of theme. Candy. Forgettable. Kasha. Businesswoman, safe.
Yeah, she...
Kind of off the marker. Kennedy. She gave you, yeah, a little curl. She was giving you like Liza Minnelli edgy.
Like, I love the outfit, but I didn't get it.
Sasha Belle. Disappointed, like she knows what's coming.
It was not your day today, Sasha.
And she looked like she...
Jaden. Oh, she had like a bellhop slash
flight attendant.
TSA boogie.
Ginger.
This is the one we both agreed that we were like, wait, what? That's not Jet Set. But then the way she explained it. Jasmine Masters came in with a big afro. But no? Yes, she did. Okay, so we get to the part where the judges have to deliberate, and the top winner was Ginger Minj. It was between Ginger and Violet.
Which, before I took a breath and I thought I was going to be Violet again. Because overall, her outfit and her performance was good.
Yeah.
For Ginger, she killed the performance, but her outfit was like, safe.
We had Katya, Miss Fame,
and Sasha Belle
in the bottom. And surprisingly, Katya was chosen over Miss Fame to lip sync for their life. I think the episode is making a big deal about Katya not knowing her words in lip sync, but in the lip sync off, she killed it. Her performance is there. She's a dancer.
Yeah, it was Sasha was just
a little lost.
Not ready for this competition. From episode 1 and then just getting eliminated episode 2. I'm sorry, babe.
But you know what? She did go further than Tempest. And people have to go.
Yeah, but who's more forgettable than number 1? Number 2?
Okay guys, that was a great episode. I think this season has just so much more in store.
It's on fire and we're ready for the next one already.
I know.
I can't wait.
If you guys want more updates and more news about drag queens and RuPaul's Drag Race, go over to my friend's page, Drag Queens Galore. They run a website, a blog, news, photos, all the tea that you want on RuPaul's Drag Race. Go head over there. I'll put the link in our bio and in the bottom of this video. Go check them out. Give them a shout out.
And that's where we find out all our drag news. So
yeah,
it keeps us updated on, you know, performances and everything.
Okay guys, so we have wrapped up this recap. Thanks for tuning in. You guys have been really awesome. If you haven't checked out our first video of last week's episode, and then tune in next week because we're gonna be doing this again for episode 3.
And maybe with a new special guest.
Maybe or maybe not. I kind of like just...
We'll see. We'll see if I'm here. I might be flying.
Thank you, and fly again on Glamazonian Airways. Mwah!